Hi, my name is Brett. I'm going to be your student nurse today. Can we start by getting you to state your name while I check your armband? Alright, do you have any allergies? Alright, thank you, Mr. Patient. 30 minutes ago we were in here, we checked on you and assessed your pain level. You said it was at a 7, so we went ahead and administered some medication. What's your pain level at now? A 2? Okay, good. We'll go ahead and start with your procedure. We're going to be removing your bandages on your wound now. We're going to clean your wound, and we're also going to place new bandages on there for you so we can keep it sterile and clean and promote healing. Alright. Go ahead and start getting everything ready. I'm going to place my cuffed red bag over there. And I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to wash my hands. And I'm going to raise the bed to a working height and drop the side rail. I'm going to drape my patient. And we are going to prepare everything over here. Got that, we got that. Gonna tear some tape just to prepare for when we place the new bandages on. So I'm going to don clean gloves, and I am going to start to remove the tape, holding my finger on the skin and pulling towards the wound with the tape so it doesn't irritate you, all the way around. Going to remove the ABD and the gauze pads, and I'm going to assess the drainage. Which there doesn't seem to be any drainage, no smell. What is on here is clear. The wound appears to be clean. Let's see, let's remove the gauze from your packing and discard in our red bag. Your wound bed is a deep red. There's some slight inflammation, some pink redness around the outside. So it looks like we're promoting some good healing. Later on, I'm going to document all this into in my charting. We're going to document everything we're going here. Now I want to prepare everything over here. I'm going to place my bed mat shiny side down underneath the patient to ensure we keep his linens clean. And I'm going to prepare my field. Since we don't need this gauze, we're going to discard it, and we don't need this tape as well either. I am going to go ahead and remove my gloves and wash my hands before I do this. And I'm going to prepare my sterile gloves to go into sterile field. Also going to reach around and pour my normal saline, which is clear and it is not expired. Going to ensure I don't splash anywhere. And I'm going to date, time, and initial the saline for when I open it, because it's only good for 24 hours. I am then going to don my sterile gloves. Come on now. There we go. Okay, now that we're sterile, we are going to leave that there. We're going to take one gauze pad, going to ball it it out. You still doing okay, Mr. Patient? We're going to start cleaning your wound. We're going to start from the least contaminated to the contaminated. So we're going to do one swipe down the middle, ensuring we don't touch any part of the body with our sterile gloves, just the sterile gauze. And we're going to discard of the used gauze. Same thing with our second pair, or second set of gauze, 4x4s. Dampen it, bring it out. Going to wipe the outside. And then, same thing here, wipe this side. Okay, now that the wound is clean, we're going to reassess, make sure everything looks okay. We're going to check with our patient. Mr. Patient, are you doing okay after we did that? Yes, okay, good. Pain still at a good level? Good deal. Next, we're going to measure our wound length with a cotton-tipped applicator. We are going to not touch the wound bed at all, and we are going to place it next to our centimeters to measure it, and that appears to be about 12 centimeters long and about 3.5 centimeters wide, and about 3 centimeters deep. Now that we have measured, and we're going to remember that number so we can document later, we are going to prepare to pack and cover the wound. We are going to start by unraveling our gauze. Like so. And we're going to dampen it. And bring it out. Be careful not to splash. Up in our hand, and we are going to grab sterile Q-tip, and we are going to begin by packing it loosely from the tip all the way down careful not to touch the wound with our sterile gloves, just the Q-tip applicator or the cotton swab applicator. We're going to do one more. We're going to ensure our hands stay above our waist and in front of us at all times, so we do not break our sterile field. And we are going to continue packing our wound. Okay, now that our wound is packed, we're going to take 2 dry 4x4s and place over the wound. Mr. Patient, you still doing okay? Good. Now that the 4x4s are there, we're going to place our ABD on with the blue side up, and we are going to remove our sterile gloves and discard of here. We're going to wash our hands real quick just because we got a little bit on there, and we are going to tape down your wound. also going to tear off one more piece of tape. With my name, the date, and the time. There's a 3-6. And I'm going to place that on here so we know when it was done. Now that I have finished dressing the wound, I'm going to trash all of my used expenses, and I'm going to cover my patient back up, and then I'm going to discard of all of this. So we take all this and we dispose of it however our establishment expects us to, whatever our policy is. For the sake of the video, we're just going to leave this here since we don't really have anywhere to discard. But after I'm done collecting all the used supplies, I'm going to check on my patient, make sure he's still doing okay. I'm going to raise the side rail and lower him down to the normal bed height. And I'm going to document everything that we found in the wound bed, how long it took, the procedure we did. It was a wet to a moist to dry dressing. Excuse me. The dressing, or the dressing that came off of the wound originally didn't have much seepage drainage at all. It was what was there was clear, no odor. We used 4x4 gauze pads, an ABD, some tape. We're going to document all that, our patient's tolerance, and the time it took. As far as that, we're going to thank our patient, and we are done with wound care.